Welcome, everyone, to the Dwemer Contingency. Why is it called that? I honestly haven't really decided. We didn't have much of a plan, huh? Anyway, we're at war with Skyrim once again, as is tradition at the start of every one of these episodes recently. But, unfortunately, these days, F's for King Harkon of Volkihar, whose alliance we've broken. Oh no, we won't get him to help us out. Anyway, we've done this war 100 times, right? So we should be good. We're grabbing 3 more provinces, one of which, more importantly, is Bleakwall. Another site that we'll need to rebuild Numidium if we want to take it that far. Which we might, you know. I don't know how necessary it's actually going to be at this point, but of course we're going to build it if we get the option to, because it's Numidium and it's a, you know, it's a transformer, so it's cool. It's not quite a transformer, but it is a big old robot. Oh, wait, did I see that right? Tiber Septim, the Dragonborn, has joined our war against... joined in against us versus Skyrim. Huh. I wonder if we could fight him on the battlefield. Yeah, there it is. High King Tiber Septim has joined High King Halof of Skyrim in the Inquisitive conflict of Alftand. It's because, I mean, you know, A, they've got cultural similarities, so they're going to have a higher opinion, but B, they're the same culture. I don't know why I said similarities, they're the same culture. B, 8 divines. They're the same religion, they share our borders, and we've launched what is essentially a holy war against them. Oh shit. Tiber Septim's right there. Well, that's going to make our expansion from now on very, very difficult, because obviously we don't really want to be getting into war with Tiber Septim when he's got 47 martial. It means essentially any armies that we're not leading, he can just smash immediately, and really, I mean, I don't think there's much we can do against him. This is going to be cool, though. I want to see a Rkungtunch versus Tiber Septim showdown. We've got 50 martial and 275 personal combat. He has, 47 martial, 99 personal combat, please, my dude. But he's also, actually, interestingly, Cyrodiil Conquest of the Falanesti, which is actually where we started out, to my knowledge, when we played as Elrang. Am I remembering that right? Either way, this is kind of cool. So actually, he may not help out too much when he's got his own offensive war going on there. That's what I thought I saw. But hey, hopefully Tiber Septim will kick around Valenwood instead and deal with those guys rather than come up and fight us. Because like I said, if he's leading armies, the only person who could potentially stop him is Rkungtunch himself. And obviously Rkungtunch can't lead all 50 armies. Anyway, let's get on some boats. My god, we really don't have enough boats these days, huh? My acquaintance, Karmana, and Athiel was burned at the stake of the orders of the High King Tiber Septim. That's going to take some getting used to, huh? When he will still tell us about Mora. What? Declared the High King Tiber Septim's Dragonborn's war to revoke Hare's Cross. What? Casus Belli is this? Oh shit. Oh, it's a rebellion, right. I was going to say, how could he be declaring yet another war? He probably tried revoking this dude's title, and obviously this dude is now... Tiber Septim might be spreading himself out thin. I think he may end up fucking himself here. He's got an offensive war, a defensive war. Now it's the AI. The AI will favour their own wars over, you know, allies' wars. But even so, they've now got 2 wars to fight from 2 fronts. And Valenwood isn't weak. You've got to remember, Valenwood, the Wood Elves, have also taken land from the High Elves. In a plot twist, in a shocking event. Right, okay. Here's the plan. Let's leave behind 10,000 as a defense force. I was going to say let's take everyone over to Skyrim, but it leaves our capital very much undefended. And they have frequently before launched attacks and dropped a decent amount of troops on the capital of on Solstein there on Dwemer. So, I think 12,000 troops is probably enough. Just a little bit of carpet siege and kill some armies where we can. And honestly, these boys, if we could kill them, would be some nice starting war score there. Hey, that's a pretty good army. Can we get them? We've got the movement speed bonuses, right? Because we've got veteran leader, and also our massive marshal gives movement speed bonuses, doesn't it? Anyway, we might be able to catch them. Yeah, we've actually got them already. The falls actually turned around. Right, okay. Rkungtunch on the center. We'll go for Nendam, and we'll also go for Trafak. Now, having one big doom stack works very, very well when obviously we've got a dude with 50 martial leading it. Nice, we're getting another diplomacy. Does the library event always affect your lowest stat then? Because it seems odd, if you've got a 1 in 5 chance to get any trait that we would have, or it's very, very unlikely, I should say, that we get diplomacy 3 times in a row. Anyway, I'm not complaining, because obviously we've got plenty of gold, and diplomacy is always a great thing. Right, take them out, team. This is hopefully going to count, well, it will count as a major battle, but hopefully it's going to give us a fair amount of war score. Oh my god, that was a massacre. Do I care this much about Tiber Septim to know every last detail, everybody he murders, every fucking ring he buys? But then again, he is Tiber Septim. I do want to know what he's up to. Right, they're also moving another 800 men in that are movement lock. Sucks to be you, my dude. Or not. How did they... They can't keep getting away with this. They put those troops down. I have no idea. Right, so now we'll move this Doom stack over, now that we've actually dealt with some of their army there, to head into Alftand. If we see any big units starting to form, so if this gets up to like 8,000, 9,000 men, we'll obviously stop the siege and go back and stop that, because they will... Surely they've got more troops than us, including vassal troops, right? So potential vassal ally troops 5,000, from vassals 5,000. So yeah, he could gain another 4,300 troops on top. He's also in hiding. What a terrible High King of Skyrim this dude is, huh? Right, now this is also well within range for me to launch some spells at it. I don't know why we can't do that when we're leading armies elsewhere, but hey. It's distance from your capital, which I assume is just a balancing feature. Decay walls. It would be fun, though, if you were leading an army to be able to blast walls with magic, again, if you were personally leading it. Do we want to do that? Do we just not want to reduce the garrison? Right, let's do that. Great version of the spell. Actually knocked it down by about a fifth there. So that's a pretty good spell, actually. It was probably close to a quarter, wasn't it? Right, take him out. Siege of Anselman. We should probably save this for somewhere like Bleakwall. Oh, it's tribal, though. There are 2 castles there, though, so we won't use, you know, too much magic. I don't want to waste it. Especially as they, again, might turn up with the death stack. Tiber Septim may turn up. I doubt it. You might call in some allies. I have no idea. Anyway, let's wait and see. What have we got? This one we should be able to assault down as well. You know what? This should be fairly easy. We're able to offer your assistance this year? Absolutely not. I mean, it's every 2 years, but absolutely not. Don't mean to correct you. We are Eternal Architects. I imagine they'd be a stickler for detail, huh? Siege of Dunnerlift. There is a faint knock at your door, followed by a small figure peeking into the room. That's racist to say that he's a small figure just because we're Dwemer. Alright, I know the Dwemer weren't sure. Okay, please don't leave 100 comments. Actually, streamer, it's because the Giants were the first ones to name the Dwemer and they adopted the word base. Okay, yeah, I get it. Okay, Anselvan, we need to take back. That's more Battle War skill. Man, what else can we grab from them? I suppose we could just head for the capital. Oh shit, hang on, there's 9,000 stat there. That'll do. I'll take that one, thank you. Lose the trait Dysentery. I actually forgot that we had Dysentery, to be honest with you. It doesn't matter too much, obviously. I don't think Dysentery can kill someone who's immortal. That'd be a real shame. Our immortal Highcraft Lord Tonal Architect who unlocked the secrets of Kagrenac has unfortunately shit himself to death. That's funeral and light refreshments at 4. Journey and Diplomat. Again, I wish there was a way to turn off notifications. There needs to be some more game rules. Like, I don't care about my random prisoners becoming educated. Like, that's not something that we're really interested in at all, huh? Now, is this risky? I mean, if we didn't have 24, 29, and 50 martial leaders here, perhaps. What are we taking? Okay, it's forest, so it's a defense bonus. We're also taking a river crossing. Oh, I don't care. I think we'll be fine still. In fact, I think we're going to absolutely annihilate them. A grandson. It's not another. Have we not had this kid like 5 times over? Another inbred grandson. However, he is perceptive, hardy, fair, and strong. And apparently born a homosexual. Okay, Kona? What does that mean? Nachalbar. Sure. I actually would like to give you a more Dwemery name. That's going to be Rkungtunch Klazthzgarlthuzn. There we are. Much better name. How is child born? How is Babby born? How is Babby formed? I have no idea why that is showing up like that. Right. Again, another 100 gold down the drain there. I think next time, if we get another diplomacy book from the library book, I'm probably going to call it that maybe it just buffs up your lowest stat always, which is very, very good, by the way. Well, that's insanely good, because it means from a gameplay perspective, you could min-max an education for a child and give them, like, all the points into martial. Then if you do a big conquest, read a load of books on, you know, stewardship and diplomacy, and then you bring it up and sort of unifying your realm a little bit. Obviously, that's only, I guess, relevant if you're an elf or another long-lived race. Right, that should be enough. 99% I suppose they have technically sieged this one, so we'll go back and take this one back. Alright, ball time. I can't believe you. You've let me down here. 100%. There we go. Thank you, Skyrim. What an absolute waste of time that was. Holy shit. I mean, 3 provinces. We're looking good, though, huh? What do we need for the de jure Kingdom of Skyrim? I assume... Yeah, that's quite a lot, huh? Let's not, you know, worry about that for a while. Jarl of Anselvan. Nice. So we've taken back Bleakwall. Now, Bleakwall is going to be a province I'm going to hold personally, and we're going to try and... Oh, I thought that was a Dunmer province there. Folkhammer. We're going to give these away to... Hang on, not Hermaeus Mora. We've got to be careful with this one. Also, I saw a comment yesterday, which I absolutely love. Somebody suggested worshipping Hircine, because Hircine has one of the few Daedric artifacts that you can hold if you don't worship them. So say, for example, you worship, I don't know, Nocturnal, you get the Skeleton Key. If you stop worshipping Nocturnal, you can no longer use the Skeleton Key. I assume it's for game balance, because there's no, obviously, in-lore explanation for that. However, if you worship Hircine, there is an artifact you can give you. Now, I'm not going to spoil that artifact, because I think it's awesome, but we'll wait for that later on. And we will do that, definitely, but I don't want to spoil it. Right, not my religion, preferably. Okay, so let's take a look at Unlanded. I'm going to go not my religion, then save this as the filter instead, just to save us a bit of time in the future, because I do this basically every episode. Right, so Unlanded. Honestly, my son is a good character. He is. Oh, wow. He is very good. Genius. Fair. Perceptive. Strong. Has he always been like this? Greedy, I mean, he's got Cruel, which sucks, but he's also got Just, Greedy, Wrathful. Gardener is okay as well. He's also got an artifact, apparently, and he's a Master Mage. You know what? All things considered, you are a very good character. So, for services rendered, I grant you... I don't want to give him... I don't want to give him Bleak Wall, though. Right, okay. I grant you, my good son, Anselvund. I grant you Folkhammer. Folkhammer. Where is it? Hello? The boss? Right, yeah, but where actually is it, though? Folkhammer, there we go. And let's also give him, not Bleak Wall. I don't want to give him Bleak Wall, but let's give him Bleak Wall. I want to give you the actual Duchy level title, because I think, you know what? He deserves it. I'm normally against, obviously, landing sons, because they generally get fairly ambitious. This guy loves us. He's also a great character. We've got a lot in common as well, like, or not. I was going to say if they're both geniuses, will they not like each other more? But no, actually, they don't give a shit. Same dynasty, +5, so that's pretty good. All right. That worked out pretty well. Now, Bleak Wall, we are going to go full-on Deus Vault. Do you want to tear down a... Or not? You can't replace tribal holdings. This is the second time we've seen this, actually. This also happened up in Roscrea as well. Very weird. All right, again, I don't want to... Let me just give these away. Right, there we go. Yeah, I don't want to right-click create new vassal, because obviously that'll make it Hermaeus Mora, and then we'll have a lot of, religious issues if we then adopt, a different religion. Right, okay. So, close spellbook. Now, apparently there's also a Hircine holy site in, one of the provinces here. I guess it could be any of our temples. Glennskull is Hermaeus Mora, which, if I'd known before, we would have been able to convert to that one. It's not this one. Maybe it's the capital. City of Ravenrock. Or not. I've been lied to. Maybe it's one up here. Anyway, it doesn't matter too much. We can always just employ a scholar and go via that menu. Tiber Septim has had Alien armor added to his treasury. That's pretty ironic. What else has he got? Wow, he's got such a good treasury. What does the Amulet of Kings give? It's +1 to everything. General opinion +5. Vassal opinion +5. But I assume you have to be, you have to be Dragonborn or some variant of Dragonblood. The reason why it says the trait Dragonblood there, 6 times over, is because as you become more distantly descended from the Dragonborn, so say the Dragonborn's granddaughter is going to have stronger Dragonblood than the Dragonborn's great-great-granddaughter, for example, and those traits will show that until eventually it dilutes out completely, so, you won't always have Dragonblood. Out of Council, also very good. Is a member of the Elder Council Society. That seems a little bit strange that the High King Tiber Septim is on the Imperial High Council. But hey, maybe he's going to forge a new empire this time around. He's also got a daughter. She's strong, genius, agile. Oh, wow. Okay. She's also obviously Dragonblood as well. Now, I believe if you have some variant of Dragonblood, you're also more likely to become born the Dragonborn. As is, sort of, the standard Elder Scrolls lore there, where, like, Martin, for example, Septim was a Dragonborn and blah, blah, blah. Anyway, right, let's put our troops down. Let's mull over our new kingdom. More importantly, you guys know what's coming. Let's genocide. It's been a long time, I apologize, since we've had a good old genocide. Bleak Wall will be Dwemer is incorrect. Bleak Wall won't just be Dwemer. Bleak Wall will return to being Dwemer. It was the Dwemer that built Bleak Wall. I forget what the city's actually called. But we'll cross that when we get there. Slaughter them to the last. Commander, you know what to do. Our forces march through the night to arrive in the outskirts of Bleak Wall. An uneasy sense of trepidation coats the air like a thick slime. Kill them all. Massacring locals. Now, I forget how long that lasts. In fact, I think it's random to end yearly, isn't it? Yeah, there's no modifier on that one showing how long it lasts, so I think it's just random. Now, we should also be upgrading Alftand, seeing as Alftand is one of the sites of Numidium. Now, what do we need for that? Magical infrastructure level 5. Alright, I'll see you all in about 15 years' time. My prisoner, Thane Agna of Snowgrad, is complaining about her dark cell in the dungeon, asking for more suitable accommodation. Wow, you're not my vassal, though. So I think Hermaeus Mora, throw in the oubliette, Hermaeus Mora will be interested. So after we've claimed the final chapter of the Ogma Infidium that would give us, obviously, Legendary Agent, boost our intrigue, give us plot power, that type of thing, then we'll move on to our next Daedra. If any of you... I mean, I was going to say if any of you know of any other gods where we can claim something and it's a permanent gain, but... I mean, maybe I could add something to the Dwemer Society whereby you learn how to use the artifacts without the influence of the Daedra. That might be a cool mechanic. Although I worry that it just becomes a collectathon and you'd be super OP then. Anyway, it's not a big deal. Offer a prisoner. Sacrifice a prisoner. Who do we want? Oh my god, there's so many and they're so high value. Well, some of them are. Killy isn't, but, my good friend Hrogger, he is, wow. Okay, this is going to take us no time at all with all these wars then. Oh, they're Dragonblood. Do you see that? They're Dragonblood, that's why. Value. Has to trade Dragonblood plus 250. And all the High Kings of Skyrim, well, for a very, very long time, have all been Dragonblood. So, sieging his capital, oh my god, that gives us definitely a much, much bigger reason to try and attack. You know, I believe actually the current emperor of, well, I was going to say Cyrodiil, but it's kind of confusing. The actual Cyrodiil, Imperial Isle, is also Dragonborn. So if we can go there, capture, you know, brothers, uncles, parents, current ruler, whoever, children, and actually sacrifice them up, that would be worth it. What have you got? Title rank count. Oh, so actually the higher rank they are as well counts for more points in the sacrifice. That's very, very good. Man, it's going to take me a while, bear with. Well, suddenly, it doesn't seem so ridiculous that we might be able to get yet another copy of the Ogma Infinium this episode. Rkungtunch Klazthzgarlthuzn has had the Black Marsh Flanker removed, so we gave him a Black Marsh Flanker, Ring of Aegis, Glass Sword, Akaviri Boiled Leather, and then about 400,000 million prisoners. That was fantastic. Like, that actually worked out incredibly well. I guess more wars are called for then? Now, the only thing I'm noticing here is we are 11 out of 10 on our domain ties as well, which means if we keep holding Bleakwall, we need to hold all 5 sites in Numidium. Because that's the only way to rebuild Numidium. Get out of here. Right, where is it? Oh man, we can't. Oh yeah, no, we can. Owns Alftand, done it. Owns Bleakwall, done it. We need Bodrum, Arkwind, Markarth, and Ravenspring. Markarth. So what else do we need then? It's just it. Personal wealth greater than 100. Might need some balancing. And that is also part of the society, so it will cost us a shit ton of favor. And of course it will cost, invention, whatever I called it. And it will also cost us thousands upon thousands upon thousands of gold. Because it's quite expensive, funnily enough, building a brass god of which to incorporate your people into and worship. Right, okay. Hermas, welcome aboard. And we'll also have, I mean, my son's pretty good. What's this, Spymaster? I mean, a Vitor I don't give a shit who is, but Spymaster is fairly important. He's also a loyalist, and he's also content. A content master agent of a son who's also just. You are like the perfect spy master, my dude. Your stats are pretty low. Can we, hang on, with our spellbook, can we not blast him and give him genius? Ooh, I never thought about this. Hang on, how much mana have we got right now? 74, right, yeah, absolutely. Prince Rkungtunch. Scroll. Improved body strengthen. Oh, we can make him beautiful, I guess. Oh, apparently not. Oh, no, he already is. We can make him brawny. Let's try improve body. Targets, that gives him agile, which, you know, of course we'll do, because I believe that probably will help out to some extent with intrigue +1. Perfect. And then we've also want to, what's the other one? Regenerate body. Oh, wow, that really costs us that much mana. Wow, that's expensive. I think it's 35 per go, isn't it? So, we don't need to worry about that too much. Now, we ourselves have, yeah, we're already agile, so we don't have to worry about it. 11 out of 10, huh? Right, we need to get rid of something. Kind of sucks though, because I don't want to give away anything. We've got like Spare City, that's City of Raven Rock. Is that better than this one? 70? Oh, they're identical, aren't they? They're going to be identical because we built them up the same. I'll give away Raven Rock. We have no interest in Dunmer cities for now when we've got like a Dwemer foundry. Oh my god. The Heartless God. News comes from the Tribunal Temple in Vardenfell. Lord Vivek, living god of the Dunmer people, has declared the upstart kingdom of Dwemer as an enemy of the Tribunal Temple, and by extent the Dunmeri peoples of Tamriel. Citing the theft of the revered Tribunal artifacts, Vivek has encouraged all the great houses to unify against their ancient enemy, the Dwemer, and reclaim what's been taken. Vivek himself has pledged to lead the temple until the campaign to reclaim the artifacts has succeeded. Many scholars across the non-Dunmer world have questioned why a self-proclaimed divine being such as Vivek would need the assistance of his people, and more importantly, why these artifacts warrant a militaristic temple led by Vivek and backed by the great houses. The thief Vivek seems to be growing desperate. Arcanon Navan abdicates to Vivek. Vivek's stats and armed civil authority will degrade yearly. Vivek's immortality may also be lost. All I wanted to build was a smithy. Okay. Oh my god. What's his... Ooh. Well, there he is. I like his Vivekid. I like his flag. Is that not like a Dunmer axe? There he is. Vivek himself. Arcanon Vivek. Warrior, legendary mage, follower of Vivek. You know, it's nice to have some self-confidence, huh? Immortal, poet, chimer, adult. I mean, that's saying something, seeing as he's 3,063 years old. Legendary warrior, or legendary leader, I suppose. Charitable, brave, kind, gregarious, proud, reckless, zealous, deceitful, and lustful. 61 martial. Oof, owie. My bones. And he is like the religious head now, isn't he? So if we go to like a religious head, Arcanon Vivek. Well, that's bad. That's really bad, I'm going to be honest with you. So now we've got to deal with not only to look to the east. Well, look to the west first. I did this in the wrong order. Not only have we got to deal with the High King Tiber Septim, the Dragonborn. But we've also got to deal with a newly militaristic Almcivi Tribunal Temple led by Vivek himself. Now, I'm not going to say we're maybe a little fucked here, but maybe it was a little dumb to make Solstheim our capital province when he's literally right there, my dude. Actually doesn't mind us that much, huh? Zealous? Zealous versus the sympathy for Velothi. Oh, shit, we do have sympathy for Velothi religions, don't we? That's a -5. Oh, I guess because the other one's a heresy, isn't it? Both lustful, +10. Well, that's nice to know. It's nice to know that because Vivek and Rkungtunch like to get their fuck on, that apparently doesn't mind us that much. Hey, you might have stolen the tools of Kakunat, the only thing keeping his divinity and keeping him alive. But that's fine. Don't worry about it, pal. We're both lustful. Fucking CK2, my dude. So, yeah, I mean, that's not ideal, is it? Opinion for Rkungtunch. So they actually don't mind us that much. He's only got 9,000 men, but the thing is, everybody in the Almcivi Temple are going to love him because he's, spoilers, Vivek. And I assume his vassals are all big... Yeah, they're all big fans. Unsurprisingly, all of his vassals, big fans. Great, okay. So, we've got... Help. Is it too late to run to... Atmora. Atmora's a kingdom now. Yun Maywin the Rakuus of Atmora. Atmora, there he is. Of course, Atmora would no longer be spooky skeleton boys and instead a dragon cult kingdom. What have we done? What have we done? So how about some Numidium then? You know what I think Vivek might not like? It's being stomped on by a 120-foot tall brass monster of a man. Monster of a Dwemer. Monster of a Mer. Really like the Dwemer Fortune build. So, maybe now it's time for Turbo War. See, I wanted to do Inquisition after Inquisition. Obviously build across, you know, sort of this way across Skyrim from east to west. Taking borders and making it look fairly contiguous and building up quite a nice stable empire. Falmer infestation, we don't talk about those here. Don't know what you talk. What, Falmer? Never heard of him. So I think actually we're going to have to be a bit more, I don't know, a bit more precise. I think we're going to have to go for specific provinces rather than just inquisitorial conflicts. Now I think it also means that the whole chicken plan is going to go into full board here. So, High King Halifus Skyrim currently in hiding, so we're not going to be able to assassinate that dude anyway. Who's his heir? High Chief Hemming? You look very similar to Tiber Septim, my dude. So, can we declare war specifically for the sites? Can we just go directly for Arkwyn, for example? So, let's go back to High King Holof of Riverwood. We want to go for, what is it? Arkwyn counts as Vault Guard. So, let's just see. So, Vault Guard we should be able to because that's most likely... Oh, no, we can't. Wow. I was going to say maybe we could just inquisitorial conflict against particular provinces, but the issue is we need to have a border with them. So short of fabricating claims on, you know, Arkwyn, Markarth, and Ravenspring. Oh, Ravenspring's also Volkahars. This is going to be fairly slow. It's also going to be very, very dangerous because we've got quite a strong boy all of a sudden. You know what would help? Getting the final piece of the Ogma Infinium, buffing our intrigue, then we can assassinate whoever the hell we want. You know, it's really going to speed up wars. We don't need to worry about truces or anything anymore because we will be just that good at intrigue that we won't even need to worry about if they're, you know, say have no, or say we're particularly hated by the people. For example, if we wanted to assassinate a Dunmer, we could probably do it just by ourselves without having to invite other people to the plot. So I'm actually going to turbo go for the Ogma Infinium. I think we just need to get it done out of the way. Plus, that also means we can get some nice fresh gameplay by worshipping a different god. You know, thanks so much, Mora, for blessing us with all of these. Oh my god. Every time that pops up now, Vivek has declared war on Solstheim. High King has usurped the city of... oh, he's won its war then. Oh man, he actually... Oh, that's ugly. What is wrong with you, Tiber Septim? What is wrong with you? Oh, that's a great province, though. That's like an actually really, really great province there. So, let's quickly go and grab everything we think we'll need to get the Ogma Infinium. Any Dragonborn... Oh god, he also finished that one as well. Shit. Any Dragonborn prisoners, as we know, are super high value, and that's probably down to the fact that all the Daedra like Dragonborn heroes. So that is something we should be focusing on. So attacking the Imperial Isle, even though they haven't got many treasures, might be good because I believe they have Dragon Blood. Do you actually have... Let's see, they don't really have much worth stealing beyond that, but Cyrodiil has basically been free of our wrath this entire campaign. So I'm probably going to sail right up the river. What is this thing called? The Nibbon Bay. We're going to sail right up the Nibbon River. And we're going to basically siege everything along the way, hit all the kingdoms and things. Do you guys descend from Dragonborns? No, but they've got, wow, some very cool stuff here. Alien superior armor there. They've got Elder Council armaments, which I assume Hermes Mora will be fairly interested in. Alright, that's the plan. Now, also the Ogma Infinium. Nope, that's the wrong one. Organum's Coffer. Easy to get those confused. Organum's Copper would also be at the top of my list. Not that we would ever throw that at Ogma Infinite. My god. Not that we would ever throw that at Hermaeus Mora. But it would still be obviously fantastic to get because it's a very, very powerful artifact. It would help offset, I think, some of the costs of building a brass god. Right, everybody on the boats. Let's leave some people behind. We don't need that many. Right, squad up. You boys stand down. Thank you very much. Could do with a few more boats. It's a shame I disbanded those goats fleets, but I honestly don't think we... It's very rare that we need that many ships. Right. Like I said, let's head for the Imperial Isle, see if we can't get ourselves some nice new treasures. I just thought maybe I'd double check whether or not the Argonians had come across any treasure. I mean, they're Argonians, so, I mean, what are they going to... Oh, there's a mushroom. Here's a bonsai tree. I was wrong. They actually have just an absurd amount of awesome stuff. Look at this. Ring of Ages, Flawless Ebony Sword, Steel Armor, Amulet of Articulation. I could do with one of those. Yeah, so basically they've just got a shit ton of stuff, which I think... All things considered, Hermaeus Mora may be interested in. Plus, they're also in the middle of a massive civil war, so we can probably turn up here and blitz them a little bit. Oh, wow, we're actually still within range to use our spells? Oh, no, we're not. So, actually, we can use spells personally on them. Maybe... Oh, no, maybe we can't. Oh, no, we can use spells against the ruler, but not the province. I guess it must be distance between your province, but because we're actually stood there... I guess we count as being fairly close. I have no idea. Anyway, we are going to assault this down because we are losing troops to attrition. So let's just quickly get rid of it. Take my enchants. Not a single treasure lost. I have a feeling that the theory that perhaps it's based on where the ruler is, whether or not you can grab their stuff. So let's see if Senchal has anything because they are a... Oh man, they've got a lot of stuff. They are also a merchant republic, so, you know, they'd have access to that resources. And they're probably not likely to be leading troops personally. So we go and hit Senchal. I believe that's one of the only... merchant republics in Tamriel, right? You've also got, like, somewhere around here is another one. I don't remember. It might have been... Sturg? I don't know. Doesn't matter too much. Anyway, let's hit elsewhere. Steal their stuff. See what we can do with it. Come on, please. Let's see if this theory holds true. Now, they are in seclusion, so it might not be the best... No, it's definitely... Certainly not the best test there. Fine. Imperial Isle. You've got treasures for me. You've got Dragonborn, if nothing else. So even if we manage to take a few away in chains... Speaking of which, have we actually grabbed it? We've already got 15 more prisoners. Maybe prisoners are the secret, I'm going for artifacts, but maybe I should just focus on people. Oh, God. Slave revolt. Dangerous slave revolt erupting in Bleakwall. It's Argonians. What else we got? 8 Divines rebels as well. Oh, God. Oh, my God. Argonian... Oh, I assume the revolt risk of this province is high because we're massacring them. Duh. Okay, let's deal with that in a second. I'm actually almost half tempted to drop the troops off here and just walk up to it, because it's not that far. You know what? Imperial Isle first. We'll deal with the slaves in a minute. Right, Siege of the White Gold Tower. Now, wait, the White Gold Tower is this undefended? Really? Oh, White Gold only gives fort level +3. I suppose we are still quite early. It's not even the 3rd area yet, is it? So, it does kind of make sense. We could assault this one down, but... I mean, you're within range, surely, to crumble. Oh my god, it's not. The range of the actual provincial spells is very, very short. You know what? We'll come back in a second. Let's deal with this revolt first, because they are kind of getting out of hand. Now there are 2 of them. The provinces fall into the hands of the enemy, so they've managed to stop us massacring their people. I mean, as far as rebellions go, I feel that's a pretty big success, huh? Right. Siege of the Bleakwall tribe, they're actually getting a lot of ground. I'm glad I've... Another one? What do you mean? Dragon... Another one? 2 Dragonborn? I mean, there can be more than 1 Dragonborn, so it's not particularly crazy, but it's very, very rare. By Hermaeus Mora! I need to start using that in my regular life. My data... Oh, I dropped something for... Oh, by Hermaeus Mora! Thane Sailord of Rimwatch. Moving on. Beware. Beware. The Dragonborn comes. There's 2 of them now. Who the fuck isn't Dragonborn at this stage, to be reasonable? I think I just shipped off about 50 of them over to Apocrypha. Another Rebel mob invade... Oh, Jesus. Okay, well, I'm glad we actually changed tact here. I think this was a very good idea in hindsight. If we hadn't have done that... Oh, God. They killed Nevith. Nevith. Nevis, you will always be in my heart. What was his name? Neville? Nevith, sorry. You'll always be in my heart, Nevith. Right, okay, take this one back. Save it. Did we just hang on. Did we just enslave our own people? Altma slaves? Altma slaves? Okay, so those are Khajiit. What? Mawama? Did we just... Oh, maybe we've re-enslaved the slaves. That would probably make more sense, huh? Nord slaves. Yeah, maybe? I would assume so. Anyway, right, let's take out this other revolt. Where's the other one? Oh, it's up there in Shoreflow. Okay, we'll also take this one out as well. Man, these guys really got They got quite far, didn't they? Anyway, that's that one done. Thank you. Now, if you don't mind, I'm going back to the Imperial Isle. Do you think they might have invested in retinues or defenses or fortifications now that they know we're coming? What am I saying? Of course they won't. It's the AI. Right. We could go onto the boats and jump back off, or we could just walk there. Little Dragonborn want a bunny wunny? Oh, rabbit, the finest of animals. It goes well with my monkey and my common rouncy. That's how Tiber Septim sounds in my head. Although he is a dumb Nord, so he can probably not even string a sentence together. Right, head over. Imperial Isle, you're mine now. Thank you. Who's this? Redoran? It is Redoran. What a fucking guess. Okay, so Vivek is apparently mobilizing against these boys. Emperor Vault, also Dragonblood. Bisexual, homosexual. That's not how that works. We failed with our book conquest again. Emperor. This guy, if we capture him... Oh, fuck, but it also means he's leading troops, so we might not actually be able to get any artifacts. Again, people are good, and they've got a werewolf defending them, so I take back what I said about the AI not shoring up defenses. That's a hell of an upgrade. I believe that one of your vassals can be discouraged from associating with conspiratorial factions. Blackmail him. That's a good way to prevent conspiracy. Conspiracy. America. Please stop this nonsense. In the name of your king, Ned. You bastard Hasmar. Dangerous slave route was dropped in Bleak War. Is that how you would talk to your king? Right, we'll deal with that one in a minute. Drop my Robert Baratheon impression. I think it's up there with my Kermit impression. Right, okay. Take him out. Let's go feudal vassal opinion, because we do have, even though the majority of our vassals are tribal, like I've said before, we've still got a decent amount of feudal vassals. Especially now that we've taken a lot of Skyrim too. Take them away in chains. Oh! No. We stole this dude's bone mold armor and this dude's gold ring. Sure. And we've probably got a lot of prisoners as well. I don't think it's going to be enough still to obviously get the Ogma Infinium, but I guess we can try. Actually, with the amount of prisoners we got. Oh, we did get a value. Oh, we did get a Dragonblood one. Nice. I think we could probably get up to about 7k. Unfortunately, you can't sacrifice children to an immortal demon, so annoyingly, we've still got a load of people in our prison. Wait, why couldn't we sacrifice these ones? I guess there's just really no interest in them at all. That's fine. Right. There we go. That's those boys dealt with. And then we've also got a couple of artifacts chucking in as well. Let's go offer an artifact. What have we got, my dude? Bone mold armor. Here you go. 100 bars. Crappy Dunmer tech, isn't it? Pointless, worthless stuff. We also got a gold ring, 200 ardor. Okay, I guess I was a little bit short. I thought the bone mold armor would be worth a little bit more than just 100 ardor. But hey, 6,387. Next episode. What a strange way to 6,387. Next episode, we will get that Ogma Infinium. I promise you. Next episode, we're also going to go on a trip to Akavir and maybe set up a new kingdom there, away from Vivek, who seems to be under siege. Defending against... Oh! Cyrodiil at conquest of... So he's actually defending against Cyrodiil. So we've got Cyrodiil versus Tribunal Temple. We've got Emperor versus... Dragonblood Emperor versus Vivek. And then on this side, we've got Tiber Septim as well. Seems to be bolding a little bit. Wow, we've got some real heavy hitters now, huh? Thank you all for watching. You know who else is a divine god? That's right, it's the insane top-tier level patrons for making the series possible in the first place. A big shout-out to Lucas Holting, Sean Thornton, Haydog, Sidini, Tim Bragg, Glorus, Croesus, Vacuous Bacchus, Josh Lendine Tesla, Michael Mullen, Mora, Jacob Alexander Fenton, Palvis Presley, Asuni Kirito, Conspired T, Jimbo, Orcswolf, Facunda Vasquez, Tom Terror 18, Average Gamer 419, Escape, Zazie 7011, Baniel, Faust, and Eric B. Thank you all for your support. The insane tier levels on Patreon. It is most appreciated. Thank you for keeping the channel alive and uncensored. I apologize for the video that went up on the second channel, which is neither monetized nor censored for hopefully obvious reasons. I should also point out that recently we've had more and more demonetized videos, which is doing me a frighten. So stay tuned on news for that one. If it gets particularly bad, I do have a contingency plan, so don't worry about it too much. More importantly, let's thank all these people for making this channel possible, even with demonetized videos. Big shout out to Andrew Wilson, Nathaniel Lemberg, Euphrates, Icy the Great, Jack Allen, Wolfie, James Barnes, Better Max, Panther Pearl, Gabriel Van Ders, Llewellyn Thomas, Nathan Flores, The Sage, Juron DeVries, Hajdamar, Alpha Scuff, Duncony 217, Seth McDougall, Joseph Beard, Jordan Campbell, Harry McGowan, Chris, Sir Thor the Swede, Sir Death, Asaro, Nick, Will Wade, Hancock, Noah Gallimore, Fraser Brennan, The Insane Pickle, Adam Person, John Holiday, Zico, Jay Lara, Peter, and Justin Plot. That's people for the ethical treatment of animals, not a guy called Peter, by the way.